I met some of those people.
Right.
I met some of those people from Amara Meds Bar, Spa. I can't. Okay, I'm done. It's this C. It's Davey's C. I gotta go back.
Right.
But anyways, I met some of them at the C-Mart Christmas event at Tringale Barn.
Yeah.
What beautiful, nice people they are, for goodness
They
sakes.
are amazing, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Looking for a partnership with the sheriff's office, by the way. Looking for a partnership. Please. Please. Yeah.
Okay.
What about for the Florida Man games at the end of my, we got, I think, what is it now, Pete? Is it like 8 bouts I think we have now? Wow. Total?
Wow.
I think so. For the fight,
awesome.
Yeah, because we had another female bout too as well, which I don't think I got a chance to tell you, Pete, because you were in Mexico.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Listen,
that's awesome. That's going to be cool.
I don't think I told you either, but one of our heavyweight fights are going to be, one of the firefighters is weighing in at 318.
Ooh,
and our deputy's weighing in at, he says 385, but I'm going to say 395. But anyways, I'm sorry, 285 and 295.
Okay.
It's going to be a bruiser.
Hey, God.
It's 100 pounds, really. Yeah. What's his name? Justin Carter's almost 300, over 300, I think.
Oh, yeah.
385,
right?
365.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing the Florida sumo. I don't know who is going to be able to.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Justin in the Florida sumo.
No, me neither.
You can't move that man.
I love that
If he
Justin
doesn't
Carter.
wanna be moved, he's not going to be moved.
No,
Van Strange.
that video, by the way, they shot, Pete, was I almost, I don't want to say wet my pants on the live air, but I'm telling you, it was so funny, and I know Justin. I know Justin so well too. So it was a great. Those videos were phenomenal.
I know they were hilarious. They were great. So one of our favorite team videos.
Awesome.
We had another team, the Cooter Commandos.
I saw that on there.
So that is obviously a turtle, but a couple of those guys.
Sorry, I mean,
a couple of those guys.
That was Davey, for the record. Was not Rob Hardwick.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's a snap.
That's right.
Oh my God, you took it there.
I could never leave the studio again when the sheriff's in. I can't do it.
I didn't say
can't trust
anything.
You guys.
It's Troy and Davey. I'm just sitting here saying it's not me.
Quality family program. We're family programming.
The kids educate us, by the way. These kids, what they know nowadays, they tell me stuff. I'm like, I didn't know. What is that again? Okay, never mind.
Oh, Tim Gauze.
No.
A couple of the guys on this team are actually police officers and school resource officers, and they got a little bit of trouble for their video.
Oh, really?
Trouble.
Oh, wow.
What county is that, Pete? I can't remember.
But great guys. I can't
Citrus?
say that. Right
Citrus.
now. I'm not going to say that. Right
I can say it.
now.
I'm the sheriff.
I don't know.
Citrus.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
But we know
Don't
it's.
make a phone call.
But we
please,
know
and
it's
get
not.
them in any more
We know
trouble.
it's not St. Johns County, correct?
We know
Pete.
it's not. No.
Okay, there we go. Help me out here.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Citrus.
To be part of the Florida Man game.
Citrus. Just kidding.
All right. Moving on. There was a concert last night, and Troy was there, and he met the guy.
Who was it?
Common. Common. I can tell you right now, he was a great dude.
Who was it?
Common. He's a rapper / poet.
Yeah.
Up at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall?
No. Fort Mose.
Fort Mose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I tell you this, they did an amazing job with that venue.
Yeah.
I was a little doubtful. It looked so professional.
Really?
Hats off to the cultural events division. It was just a wonderful, wonderful night. Got to meet him. Super nice guy.
Wow.
Just a really, really good time.
I don't go to next weekend, so I won't see it till next, I think,
How
Friday
did you
night.
get to meet him, Troy? How did you get to meet Common?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I know a couple of people that work in the cultural events division. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, I know a couple of people. And, Common's like, hey, I heard there's a celebrity named Troy here. Let's go get him. And that's how
And I
it worked at all. He stayed at our hotel.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah. I had to let security loosen a little bit so Troy could be talked to, because he likes security real tight on him with our deputy sheriffs.
Yeah,
There's
no.
4 of them on there, so we loosened a little bit so we could talk to Common.
Yeah, I appreciate them.
You're welcome. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Not pushing him away.
I know. I understand. We get a little rough sometimes because you're very. Everybody wants to touch you.
Yeah. And I'm sensitive.
So many pit maneuvers.
Well, it's little sheriff. It's very, very popular.
Yeah.
Like Lil Wayne.
So what was he like? Was he cool? Like you had
super cool.
What did you guys talk about? Pizza?
New York style.
Oh.
We talked a little bit. He's going to Vegas.
Okay.
He's flying out at 3:00 this morning. He's
Gone. Yeah.
He's gone, but he's going out there for the Super Bowl. So we talked We talked a little bit about the Super Bowl.
Was that little nice, that his little private jet, his little gig out there at the airport last 3 days?
Probably.
I think he came in through Jacksonville.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Did it say comment on it?
I didn't look at it. It's good question. I don't know.
Big C.
Big C.
Yeah. He drove down from Jacksonville, so I'm not,
Okay, gotcha.
not thinking it's his.
Yeah.
So, Jazz Festival and Common, how does that go together?
Well, it's
Because, I mean, I think of him like, you
it's
know.
hip hop, it's
Rapper.
jazz.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of cover stuff.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
And he played to the crowd. The crowd was a little older than probably what he's used to.
Uh-huh.
It just really,
I heard he did It Takes Two.
Yeah.
It Takes Two to make a thing.
I did hear that too as well.
That is my jam.
Somebody sent me a little video on that, actually.
he did an amazing job.
Cool.
Had several regional artists come up with him. Really did a good job of engaging in the crowd.
Because I heard he loved the story of Fort Mose, and that's
Yeah.
why he came and played. That's awesome.
And we talked a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So
All right. Very nice. Well, it sounds like it was a good time out there.
it was.
Thought everybody had fun.
Yeah, mate.
Was it packed? Was it packed house, Troy?
I would say there's probably, I think it was capacity, and I would say it's probably like 1,500 people.
Wow, that's a lot. Holy crap, that's great. Cool.
Nice.
I'm not sure exactly what the capacity was. They did a good job with the shuttles at Health and Human Services, getting people to Fort Mose.
That's nice.
So it was really nice.
Yeah.
Troy, you sound horrible.
I don't feel bad. I just sound bad.
Okay. All right. And I got to laugh a little bit. I mean, Pete's not in the studio. He sounds great, full of humor, laughing. You sound horrible. You're sitting next to me.
I know.
I lost my voice last
Oh,
night.
goodness
worked really
gracious.
hard
You
this
guys.
week, yeah.
Yeah. I can't come on this show until you guys are ready for me. You're not ready for me yet. I mean, Pete, what I'm saying, full time, because you offered me a full time gig, remember, when I get fired. So
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. It'd be a little Rob
That's what
then.
you've been doing your own
Little
show
Rob.
for, huh? Prepping to be part of this show.
I'm super. Well,
got you.
apparently you guys promoted me. I'm in Davey's seat, so this is a big day for me. I'm
day.
super excited. I don't want to let you down.
Pretty honorable seat right there.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, speaking of honorable, you guys are doing Tips for Kids Take again this year, right? This is coming up. Is this coming up pretty soon?
Actually, we just had this week on Tuesday nights. What we did this year, a little smarter, you know. We actually came together as instead of two teams and two restaurants, we came together and went to Mojo's.
Oh, good.
And yeah, it was phenomenal. And you guys are going to love this too. So our dignitary guests were the Bailey family. Forrest Bailey came. Madison Sheminitz came, of course. So those were our two dignitaries. And then I scooted down to Prohibition Kitchen because that's where, of course, South Bank and Joy Lonnie and her team were down there. So I went down there too as well. We had a great night, fantastic night. Was it Tuesday? Does that sound right?
Yep.
Tuesday.
It
Yeah,
was
Tuesday night.
Tuesday, yep.
Yeah, great night.
That is awesome. I know you're busy, but we did get the opportunity of interviewing the Bailey family.
I told you I wasn't going to let you.
It was incredible.
I heard he called me after.
It was so cool.
Yeah, they're good to me too.
Amazing people.
Yeah. Yeah, they're my biggest fans, I think, besides you guys.
Yeah. Of course.
Troy just gave me this look. Troy just gave me this look like, fall to your chair and bump your
Yeah,
head,
I
buddy.
know, right? You're
Get
not
away from
common.
yourself.
I was going to say you should go with them.
Yeah, Pete turned around the camera and started counting Amazon boxes. 1, 2. Yep, share's good. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tips for Kids, of course, everybody knows. Big Brothers, Big Sisters. That's that partnership with Epic, you know. And congratulations, of course, to Nancy Pulfus, who just stepped in that hot seat of director over there, you know, and Patty Greenhaw, her team. But yeah, great job.
Awesome.
Had a good night.
And you talk about swearing Davey in as an honorary something. You guys just actually swore in a bunch of folks in Putnam County in like a joint swearing in. How did this work?
Yeah, so what we, our agricultural deputies, this is something that the agricultural community brought to my attention when I became the sheriff about, a permanent, position out there. And what I did was we've done better than that. We actually have 2 agricultural deputies, so the weekends are covered, not 24/7, but there's 2 points of contact, which is Jerry Gentry is one of my deputies out there and Mike Pedante. So what we wanted to do was kind of reach out. They're always in contact. Of course, as you know, our agricultural community touches Putnam, of course, and Flagler County. So we had a swearing in ceremony. So we deputized basically Sarah Warnick, and some of you know that name, familiar name here in town, but swore in Sarah Warnick, and they swore in our deputies. So now our deputies down there between Flagler, Putnam, and St. John's, they're each other's backup, of course, and a little bit of institutional knowledge as far as knowing these farmers. But we swore him in. It was a great swearing in ceremony by both agencies. We did Flagler County probably 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. So now we have that great partnership. But it's just one of those things. Those farmers out there that work in our agricultural community, they have our backs. They know our deputy sheriffs. It's a personal relationship with not just me as the sheriff, but these deputies. So again, we finally finalized that, got it together, and did the swearing in ceremony last week at Bull State Ranch and Farm, of course, with Tater Lee and his family. So we appreciate the partnership we share out there with our farmers.
Awesome, man. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of like a joint cross swearing in before. So that's a cool little partnership.
That is cool.
Yeah, and those agricultural crimes too are so unique, as far as the way they're written in the Florida State statute. And again, a great partnership too with our agricultural commission, which is Wilton Simpson out there. So just that great partnership, of course, and with Jeb Smith, of course, a former county commissioner. Yeah. So again, with the farm community out there, just again, it's a great partnership. It's a perfect time for it. And of course, those farmers are very, very good to Rob Hardwick and the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. So just another great partnership we have here.
And those farms cross
by far
St. Johns County to Flagler, St. Johns County to Putnam lines. Yep. So if a crime happens on that farm, it could be mixed up.
Sure.
Easily.
It's we have a great mutual aid agreement anyways with those two sheriffs, actually with all my touching sheriffs, Clay and Duval as well. But again, that agricultural, like you said, Troy, it's just very unique out there. So we want to make sure that our I's are crossed, our T's are crossed. And again, it's that special relationship. And then also too, let's just say Sarah, is out because she's sick or something like that. Our men and women, of course, on our side and Flagler County side can go ahead and cover down and cover those counties. And again, they know these farmers and these farmers know the community out there. So we're a better relationship.
Very cool.
Yeah. Thank you for recognizing that, by the way.
Right. That's really cool, man. Another thing that I came across I thought was pretty cool. We talked a little bit about the Rookie Teacher of the Year earlier this week.
Yeah.
And Rookie Teacher of the Year, the winner this year was actually former employee of yours at the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Amy Money now is actually a teacher. Yeah, she's an awesome lady. Amy Money now is a teacher at Decoy Creek High School. She teaches science. Well, it makes sense. Science. Chemistry, yeah. She was formerly a crime scene technician for the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. So, yeah, she was a CST for us for a long time. Her husband also works for us. He was the Ponte Vedra High School youth resource deputy for a long time and just recently moved back to the road on his own. So yeah, this is just a first guy. And I'm tell you what, that Amy Money, it's what she does outside of the school too, as well. She runs that Christian Association for Coaches and Athletes for Decoy Creek. And she's got 70 kids that show up on Wednesday mornings before school to basically, just some faith-based, education stuff and how you tie it into sports and into school. So yeah, she's powerful. Cool. Do you know her well, Davey?
I do not know her well, but I know of her very
rock star. Well. Yeah.
I hear I get pages and pages of people just celebrating her. Absolutely. Now she left the sheriff's office. How was that for you? You want her back on the team? How was that?
So I just physically talked to a deputy sheriff in the back of my office, behind my office a minute ago, and it's about, doing things in life that you have a calling for. And of course, she was on shift work, raising a family, as a crime scene technician. That's one of those call out things that unfortunately a lot of violent crime happen after hours. Yeah. So it's just rough on the family, but she found a calling in life, which is of course science and chemistry. It's very tied into, hate to even to kind of put this candidly, but blood spatter analysis and, correct, basically collection of.
I saw Dexter. I got it.
Yeah, you get it. You understand it. Yeah. So she's a special person, man. I'm super excited for her. But I'll tell you what, I'm just guessing here. There's like 2,500 teachers or something like that. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
3,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful when you get picked as rookie deputy or of teacher of the year, and then of course the teacher of the year too. She had a heck of a history too as well.
Yes.
29 years with the school district.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Epic teacher. Everybody was so celebrated.
Do they? How does that work? They physically get a car?
Yeah, they get a car.
They go pick it out, or
they go pick it out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I believe sometimes it's a lease, but if they want something super, they give you a budget, and then if it goes over the budget, it can turn into a lease, or is a car.
But free and clear.
Danny Erb wanted a minivan, for example.
Yeah.
He always walked up. He's like, I gotta have a minivan.
That's pretty powerful. Beaver Toyota does that. It's pretty powerful. Awesome. Yeah. Linda and Mike Beaver, another phenomenal couple here in St. Johns County. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Thank you for recognizing her too as well. She's a rock star.
Yeah, definitely, man. Sounds like it. Hey, speaking of powerful couples, you and Kendall.
Yes.
Pickleball tomorrow, right? You guys have a pickleball tournament.
You know what?
When did you guys get into pickleball?
We haven't. So here's what's funny. So the way this came out was
You're in for a surprise.
I know we are. They picked some ringers, and this is, Chief McGee, I got nothing wrong with you, buddy, but I got a lot of things wrong with you. But anyways, we had a great meeting the other day, and I said, this is supposed to be between Chief and Chief. He said, yeah, I understand, but I got a bum knee. I said, okay, I get that. But with that being said, I said, who are these ringers that we're playing against? Well, they didn't find out. Kendall and I went to one lesson, by the way, by this lady named Pam Hatch. Phenomenal lady. Okay. She teaches pickleball, for these active 50 over 55 or whatever it's called communities.
My age.
So anyways, we link up with her. Yeah, my age. We actually link up with her. We have last weekend during our 5 events, we physically go over and meet her in, goodness gracious, over in Trailmark. And we have a little private lesson, we call it. It's an hour and 30 minutes. And she basically teaches us the rules and regulations of pickleball and that you can't go in the kitchen. I know what the kitchen is. That's about all I know. You can't go in the kitchen.
Yeah, that line.
Yeah, the line. Yeah. So with that being said, she's like, who are you playing? I said, I don't know. Some people from Fire and Rescue because the chief couldn't play. Well, we do a little research on this. Lieutenant Whitehead, I'm going to call you out because you and I spoke on the phone the other day. I call him on the phone and I'm hearing that they're practicing like every day at Station 5 because Kendall and I are in private lessons. Mm-hmm. I said, well, it's a little bit exaggerated. So I called Lieutenant Whitehead a couple of days ago and I said, hey, if you're thinking like we're going to have a real game on Saturday, Kendall and I are still trying to figure out how to spell pickle. So I said, when we play on Saturday, I said, we're still trying to figure out how to serve. He's like, you guys are lying. You're in private lessons. I said, we took a private lesson for an hour and a half. That was our only lesson. And we borrowed. Yeah. Like I said, because we're just trying to make it a fun game. Well, we've been practicing every day. So they invited me down to Station 5 today. I'm like, you realize I have a job, right? So, but anyway, so they invited Kendall and I down to Station 5 to practice with them today. Well, it's a little too late, Lieutenant Whitehead. So we have been Googling. Yeah, so we play tomorrow for the 50 active, community tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. But again, it's the other team's just going to smoke us. We're still trying to figure out where the kitchen's at. We know the kitchen's on the court. We just don't know where it's at on the court.
You're in a political year. I want you to go nice and soft tomorrow. You lose, it's okay.
Davey, thank you very much. Yeah. So if it looks like we're scrubbing the game tomorrow, like we're no good, we just feel bad for St. John's County Fire and Rescue. That's what it really is all about.
It's no indication of the Florida man.
Oh, wait, I didn't tell you the other part. So when I called Lieutenant Whitehead, I said, who is your partner? Right. Well, it's this 29-year-old kid. I said, you realize it's active 50 and over. Yeah, I know we couldn't find anybody else. So this kid's playing. He's 29 years old. I'm like, what?
No, disqualified.
Fire department. I'm going to tell you what, St. John's County Fire Rescue. You better drive very slow in your fire trucks today. Actually, not today. After tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah.
I need me to come play pickleball for you.
Do you know how to play?
No, but I can play paddle tennis. Can't be much different. Same court.
If you get your voice
back,
the
same thing, isn't it?
It's like ping pong's what they told me, but I don't remember a kitchen and ping pong.
I played it one time.
It's fun.
Well, you're as good as us. We played it once as well. Yeah.
It's fun.
Kendall's very competitive, so she throws the racket.
Awesome.
Yeah. If she throws the racket across the court and knocks out Lieutenant Whitehead, I know it slips out of her hands. They're very slippery paddles.
So no phones while this is going on. No recording.
Oh my goodness, I'm sure. I can only imagine what's going to be out there. They're giving lessons before us. We play and they give lessons after us for like the active 55 or 50 and over community. Cool. So it's super fun. We're doing it for good cause and
COA, right?
COA.
Awesome.
Yeah. Which I'm a new board member on COH. I'm super
excited. Get out!
Yeah, I have resisted for years and years and years. And Becky Yanni, of course, and Kathy, back in the day, it's a big commitment, but I'm on the board. So that's something special for Kendall and I. Yeah, super excited.
You'll ignite some energy there too.
That'll be excited. Will you two be out there tomorrow?
The pickleball thing?
Yep.
What is tomorrow? No, I have a bachelorette party tomorrow morning.
Okay. And you, Troy?
I'm sorry. I'm seeing one of our watchers is pulled off to the side of the road.
He's asking to get out.
What?
2 sheriffs got pulled over.
What?
Pulled over because
show it to me. You're lying. Wait a minute. One of our listeners?
Yeah. They're watching us. And
no, they're not. Put those deputies on the phone. Casey, wow, you're sheriff. Help. Oh my goodness gracious. Heather needs you. Heather, put those deputies on the phone right now. They're not going to believe it. They're like, everybody says I'm talking to the sheriff right now. This is evidence. Wait, they're typing. You better hurry because them deputies are quick. Let me guess, you're on US 1 and you're speeding.
I think she was just at a bus stop.
Oh God, not the bus stop at Pine Island Road. That's not a good place to be.
She's hanging out at the bus stop for her kids to get picked up, and the sheriff
pulled over. Yeah,
pulled over. I guess she was still waiting there.
Oh,
that's funny.
Heather, hurry! I can only help you for about 30 seconds. Next thing you know, you'll be in my jail.
Hey, you'll get a great lunch.
I'll come see you. No, you won't get a great lunch. I'll come see you though, Heather, in the jail and get you out. Yeah.
I just got to say, we're glossing over something that was monumental in what you just said, Sheriff. You were the only person I know who has successfully been able to say no to Kathy Brown for anything. By the way.
Oh my goodness gracious! That Kathy Brown, God rest her soul, man. That is, as we all know, Pete. You just said it too, and Troy and Davey. You want to talk about special people that leave a legacy in St. Johns County? I would say she's probably top 5.
Yeah,
and then I'll put Henry Flagler in there too. So you know what I'm saying? That's how powerful she was and what she did for this community. And she had a succession plan in place, Becky Yanni, and that COA community. I'm glad you said that, Pete. Yep, you're right. Totally agree.
Yeah. Kathy, I called Mom.
Yeah. What a special lady, man.
very special. She liked
No.
me.
Okay, so when we first started the amphitheater, the first time Willie Nelson was at the amphitheater, they come on the radio and go, Troy, your mom's backstage with us with Willie. Kathy told everybody backstage that she was my
You were
mom.
the son. You were her son.
So funny.
So
That's
of course,
totally Kathy.
Of course, security let her through.
She got all the way in there.
And
That is
I come
totally
around the
Kathy.
corner. I was like, my mom's in Tennessee. Hold on. I need to find out who this is. I come around the corner and I see her. And she's smiling.
Oh,
big laugh.
goodness.
And she's like, son! And ever since then, she was my mom.
Did she meet him?
Huh?
Did she meet Willie?
Yeah. No, she totally worked her way in there. Well, at that point, I'm going to name drop again. I was with George McGovern.
Oh, yeah.
As we came around the corner. So I introduced her to George McGovern, and then Willie came out, and I introduced her to Willie.
That
So,
Troy knows peeps.
Yeah. So,
You know some peeps.
We need to introduce a Troy name dropping counter into the show.
it's so,
And so, yeah, I totally agree.
today's been bad.
Actually, if Heather responds properly, if
She is.
Troy
She's
gets
good.
on, she's good.
They heard you over the radio. They looked at her a little suspiciously. And they were like, what is this all about? So she said it's good.
Oh, Heather, please reach out to me. Hopefully, they were nice to you, for goodness sakes. I don't put up with that garbage.
Oh, no, of course they
I'm
were.
sure they were.
What's the chances of that happen?
Oh, that's so funny.
That's
Okay, that's
great.
awesome. Heather, I'll make sure I share my email and cell phone number. You reach out to me after this. I want to hear about the experience.
She's a good friend of the show. We love her.
Okay,
very
awesome.
much.
Good.
Yeah.
So, hey, what are we looking like for Brawl of the Badges, 911 Fight Night?
Oh,
You
goodness.
mentioned it a little earlier, but let's get into this. Because
Yeah.
this is going to be, a lot of people have reached out and said, we are so excited for this boxing match
Yeah.
at the end of the Florida Man game.
Yeah, we are too. And this is, and Pete, again, I'm going to thank you and your entire team, because you led us into something to showcase our people that work so hard. So the first 2 bouts are going to be, and I'll talk about the celebrity guest judges here in a minute, but the first 2 bouts are our PAL kids. And these kids have worked hard all year long on our PAL boxing program, which anywhere from 60 to 80 kids are in this PAL boxing program. So we got 2 bouts. Wow. This was picked, of course, and we spoke to you, and unfortunately, we're not going to do the little kids. We're going to do, of course, a little bit of the in the late teens kids, but not under, of course, 18. So we got those are the first 2 bouts. Super excited. We got some private donors. We bought some robes for them and some other special things, so they all look good with their sponsorships on the back. And then we go into, we had talked about originally, Pete, just having 6 bouts as you and I talked about, but we had so many female fighters in the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. So reached out to Fire and Rescue. They just didn't have a whole lot of female boxers. So we recruited some other people here in town through the AMP. And so now we have, I believe it's 6 adult and 2 youth. And then day before yesterday, I spoke to Cafe on the phone. So he has committed to being there as one of our special judges. If you don't know him,
Awesome.
Yeah, so he's from Rio de Janeiro and now living, of course, in St. Johns County as of about a week ago. And then we also, we have James Singletary. You can do him too, Google him too as well. He, of course, is a legend as far as master level basically MMA type fighting.
UFC.
Yep, UFC. And then we also, of course, Brandon James, man, I love the guy to death. Coach St. Augustine High School, of course, and Florida Gator and Indianapolis Colt. So he's in there, of course, and star of the Swamp Kings, him and Tim Tebow, along with other Gators. And Marcus Pollard, finally, for goodness sakes, after the season the Jaguars ended, of course, Marcus Pollard is all in. So he's a former, of course, Indianapolis Colts, and he's been in the NFL for a long, long time. And then one of my favorites, of course, is Ernest Wolford, of course, as you know, played at Miami Dolphins, played, of course, for the Jaguars. And so those are my guest judges. And actually, we talked to Ken Shamrock just day before yesterday. Again, he's really pushing this bare knuckle stuff, which is kind of taken off. So he has not committed. So he's doesn't think he can fly in from Vegas on that day. So anyways, that's what we got so far. Super excited about it. And again, Pete, thank you for what you're doing for us to promote this and give our people an opportunity to fight. So we're going to have some good We got some female fights that are going to happen in there, and not to disrespect our males, but you're going to see some female. I think there's 3 bouts of females. You're going to see some female fighters in there, and you're going to see our little rocket ship. Her name is Kajas, and she's probably 4 foot, but she's the first female ever on our special response team inside the jail, and she's a little fireball. So she'll be in there. Stacy Cribbs is fighting from us. She's a local. She's a Lyles. Super excited about her. She came to my office today to see me. She had a black eye. I'm like, what happened? I've been fighting with the boys. So I'm like, okay, this is good. So Stacy Cribbs is in there. So we're super excited, of course. And Katie Harper, we got some studs in there with Armando Lopez and then Jacob Bradley. Yeah. So we're going to see some fights in there.
It's going to be exciting. I'm ready for it, and very excited that you guys are part of it. I'm just wondering, is the fire department, have they rigged the pickleball tournament so bad because they just know they're going to get crushed in the boxing net?
Well, I'm not really talking to the fire department right now, so I hope I don't have to call 911 anytime soon for anything. But no, listen, I love my brother. They're one of my biggest supporters, of course, the St. John's County Fire and Rescue. And in their defense, we had an in-house boxing program going on since I've been the sheriff here, of course, with our PAL. A lot of the PAL coaches are boxers too as well. So we were kind of up a little bit. So some of the people that are fighting, like Andy from St. Augustine City Fire, he's a Guns N' Hoses champ. Armando Lopez from me works in the jail. He's a Guns N' Hoses champ up in Jacksonville. So some of these guys and girls know each other from just boxing.
They've been there before.
Yeah, they have. They've been there before in the big event, of course, in the Veterans Memorial Stadium where it's packed in there. So this is about, being fun. But I will tell you this, Pete, we are not going to let you down. That boxing rink's in the middle of the place. You've been there with us on the walkthrough. We're going to have smoke. We're going to have, the fire department's all listen, but we're going to have smoke in there. We're going to have, it's going to be powerful. Our DJ's going to be playing some loud music. It's going to be fun.
We'll have a fire watch. It'll be safe.
We're good. It's just safe. Yeah. We got plenty of firefighters there, for goodness sake. So yeah, super excited. And I'm your guest announcer.
Chief Avalese just went, what?
Yeah.
I did challenge Chief Avalese, and I think I told you this, Pete, but I challenged Chief Avalese, and I said, why don't you and I fight? He's like, I don't think that's really a good idea. It's like, come on. I said, and I was actually going to fly down to Brazil and train for 6 months, so I didn't lose, but I'm glad it didn't happen.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we kind of need you here. It'd be good to have you here.
But we appreciate you, brother. We're not going to let you down. It's going to be a first-class event. We appreciate you allowing us to piggyback on the Florida Man Games.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Hey, I appreciate you guys for adding this level of this caliber of fight to the event. This is going to be great.
Wait till you see our belts,
one more
Pete.
thing.
Well, sorry,
I'm excited about those. Yeah. I don't know if they're as good as my snakeskin WWE style championship belts for our guys, but we'll see.
Probably not. You're right. Okay, you had to go above me one. Gotcha.
It's the snakeskin that puts it over the top.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. They're pretty dope. Yeah.
What? Totally. Goodness gracious, you guys have gone way out of your leagues.
Are they still here, Pete? We can show him.
Are they here in the office, Pete?
Or do you have them?
No, they're not. One of them's there, but I don't think it's the snakeskin one. I think it's the mullet one. That's not snake.
Yeah.
You guys also, I know you got an actual job to do, Sheriff. We appreciate your time here. But you guys just had a really big, was this your biggest Citizen Law Enforcement Academy class ever? That you guys are in the middle of right now?
Cool.
Yeah, so our Citizen Law Enforcement Academy has just grown so much, of course, post-COVID. And in the waiting list, I feel bad. We just can't get people in there. So on Tuesday night was actually, I did Tips for Kids, did that event. Ken and I were hustling on Tuesday night. I spoke in front of 42 people. It was powerful. And of course, those are people from all over St. Johns County and of course, from all over really the country too, in the world. So got a chance to speak in front of them. But yeah, it's our biggest class ever with 42. And usually I go in and speak for 30 minutes or so. And I ended up speaking for an hour and a half and basically said, hey, it's 9 o'clock. If you want to go home, go home. But there was a lot of question and answers and things of just, educating them on how we do business in St. Johns County. So super excited about Kalia. We talked about, of course, if you're watching, of course, our Facebook, we have a lot of theft going on off 95. We call it kind of felony lane. So we really kind of put our foot down over there about you're not going to come into our county and commit crimes and walk away like other parts of the country. And we're making we're making kind of a statement out there too, because our criminals that we're catching out there are not from here. They're from Gainesville, Jacksonville, Orlando, out of the state. We're not going to tolerate that stuff, including last night where there was a very large Alta theft out of Volusia County, and we ended it in St. Johns County late last night with our task force people. So we're just not going to tolerate this stuff. We don't want the criminals out there talking about how weak we are in St. Johns County.
Is that what they do?
They do. They communicate just like anybody else does on social media.
They take us for granted. Like they don't think that it's going to happen.
Not happening down. Actually, it's the opposite way. There was a female on the phone call today in the jail that says, the mom told her, I told you not to go to St. Johns County. Yeah, so we spun her car. We spun her car out a little bit. So
you guys can't. You do a pit maneuver like nobody.
We got it down to a science.
It's incredible.
It went down to a science.
Are you training other sheriff's offices out there how to do this?
Well, the technique is out there, but they're training, but they're not using it in real life. Incidents. And what we've done here too, as well. And I want to tell our community, we're not chasing cars. Don't think we run amok. Yesterday we had some stats given to us. Our goal is to not chase that car less than a block. As soon as it runs from us, we pit it immediately, and that's the way to keep our community safe. We don't want a suspect running around St. Johns County 100 miles an hour because they're running from not even being chased by us. They're just running because they committed a crime. So I don't want to mention one of my captains the other day, but he attempted a pit and was kind of successful, but his car ended up in the ditch. I don't want to say Captain Bobby Dean. He did, but the car got away, but didn't get very far.
Bobby, come on.
It was, yes, sir. Yeah, when you get a chance, send him a little text, Pete, because he attempted a pit, and he's a rookie. And but luckily, my deputy sheriff's covered down, and actually, we caught the suspects. But it was major criminals out of Gainesville, Alachua County that are just wreaking havoc across Florida, and they got caught in little old St. Johns County. Yeah. Love it.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't tolerate that garbage here.
Yeah.
What, Bobby putting the thing in the ditch, or?
Well, there might have been a concerned citizen who sent me a video of a tractor pulling out Bobby's vehicle from a ditch. I love our community. You can't do nothing in this community without people you can do nothing. I'm telling you. But yeah, I appreciate you bringing it up.
Give him a lot more hell if he wasn't such a good Michael Myers on Halloween.
Oh my God, they love that Halloween stuff, and again, you guys are good to us on that too as well.
So fun.
It's not the same. It's not the same with Pete not in here. I'll be honest with you.
It's not.
It's not. It's not for me either. Honestly, it's not fun doing the show from my kitchen.
Yeah.
It's really not.
I'm not coming back if we're going to keep doing this.
Back in studio next week.
Yeah, you will.
Do you hear me, Pete? I'm not coming back if you keep doing this.
All right. All right. Well, I'll see you at Florida Man, and then I'll probably never see you again.
Oh yeah. No. By the way, we had to switch our runners at Florida Man. Did I give you that update?
Nah.
What's that?
Our two obstacle course. I forget what you call it on there. With the running from the cops.
Oh, okay, yeah, evading arrest obstacle course.
Yes, we had to flip our deputy sheriff because one of the deputy sheriffs that committed to this, he's got an addiction to Whataburger right now, and not the female. The female the female the other day knocked out like three. Yeah, the female the other day knocked out like 200 push-ups, so I ain't worried about Anna Zurich. But so the other, no, he hasn't put on weight, but I don't know if his cardio can handle it. So he's got an addiction to Whataburger, so we've had to flip-flop to the backup plan, which is Deputy Attell.
Yeah. Oh. Usain Bolt.
Okay.
Usain Bolt's off for the week.
He hired Usain Bolt.
Whataburger. Yeah. We got to figure out how this
deputy sheriff Usain Bolt.
We got to see how this ends up because my deputies want to take him down, but I don't know how you feel about that. But no one's going to escape us. By the way. Who?
Tasers, right? We're going to tase him, right?
No. You're not getting me in federal prison, brother. Even though I'd have a hell of a golf game by the time I got out. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to prison. I could sleep for a long, long time. No, I think we're going to throw rocks at him. I'm just kidding. I don't know. We're waiting for you to tell us what we're doing, actually.
Bags.
What are we doing?
Tasers.
No.
Tasers.
No.
Pete, stop.
Peter, stop that. Thank you, Blake. Blake's the rational one in here.
My mom wouldn't let me get tased.
Yeah. No. What about I don't even know. How does it end? I mean, is it tag? What is it?
Water balloon?
It's pretty much tag.
Blake, I'm liking this. What is the ending? Do you know?
They're tagging them with a taser. They're tagging them with a taser.
Pete, listen, you realize this is their license on the line here. This is like a nurse.
Yeah. What if we chalked
Listen to him laughing over there.
What if we chalked up their hand and they just put a mark on them?
Can we do like a tactical takedown?
Take the batteries out of the tasers. So we can take the batteries out of the tasers. Well, they can just tag them.
Let me ask you this: is it like a Justin Carter running from my people?
Possibly no. I think he's sumo. So I think you guys are safe from Justin running. No, I think people are going to put their rabbits on this one, man. They're fast guys.
Yeah. Listen, I watch those videos. We ain't worried about those rabbits.
West Coast.
Don't underestimate,
Look like the Jacksonville Jaguars lineman on there.
don't underestimate the opponent.
Yeah, I don't underestimate
guy-
the Polish lady.
Yeah.
He's the guy who tattooed the logo on his leg. He tattooed the logo on his leg, and he did it himself in his own kitchen.
Yeah. Don't underestimate people that do that.
Yeah, but what's going to be the delay for my deputy? You said you want to delay my deputy sheriffs. How are you doing this? Is it a secret? He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it all out. I know exactly how
I don't
it's
like
going to work.
this.
I'm just not going to give it all away on the show.
Oh.
Okay, you're right. I got you. My people ain't losing. I'm telling you right now. Especially the female.
That's why you hired Usain Bolt.
The female is a rocket ship.
Love it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm not sure she's like a pit bull,
All
so I'm
right.
not sure I could
You're
stop her
gonna
from
need
taking
it.
him down. Okay, brother.
That's
You're
it.
messing with the wrong agency. This isn't Citrus County.
Kenny Stevens has a great idea. They have to eat one donut before they can take off.
It's not a donut, Kenny. It's actually a pastry with a hole in the middle of it. We changed the name up 4 years ago. Okay, listen, I got a job to do. How long will we stay on the show?
Yeah, man. No, you're good to go, man. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for sharing all this great information with us. Thank you for helping me not have to talk through the whole show. It helps me a whole lot. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate your support, and have a great day. Have a great week. Everybody be safe.
Good luck in pickleball.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Stay out of the kitchen.
Yeah, Heather, call me.
Nice.